Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of A Niger Man's Perspective. If you're new to this channel, please give me a like. Today, actually for the last couple of days, flood has taken over Lagos. Mainland, island, Lekki, everywhere flooded. Flooded. Any small rain, the whole place can't go anywhere. Let's watch this video. Can you see? Let me just even rewind that. How is this car? Can you see this car? How is this car? Where is this car going to? Where are you going to? Okay, let's keep watching. See. Look at the chaos. Look at the chaos. Look at that.
So this is live. Tamalan Bridge, Bayano. I used to have a river here. Tamalan Bridge, Bayano. Live. Going towards the island.
So my people, what's causing this thing? That was Third Mainland Bridge. There's other footage actually. If you want to check out Oshodi, Lekki, many people couldn't go out today because of this massive flooding in Lagos. And you see, this thing can be attributed to so many factors. So I'll say the first one, which is glaringly obvious, is the poor drainage systems that Lagos has. So Lagos drainage systems are poorly maintained and inadequate, right, for the amount of people that live in Lagos. Now, in many areas, the existing infrastructure can't handle the volume of water during heavy rains. And we're in the raining season, so let me just do a circle back. So Nigeria has two seasons. You've got raining season and you've got the dry season. So the raining season is the one we are in right now, where we just have, the amount of rainfall just increases, for weeks and weeks on end. So we know it's coming. It happens every June/July. So let's get back into it. So the existing infrastructure, like I said, can't handle the volume of water during these heavy rains. It leads to incessant flooding, massive flooding. You have clogged and blocked drains, right? As a result of this, right? And then we dump waste. You see pure water, nylons in gutters. So where is the water going to flow when it rains? Where is it going to flow? The next reason or the next factor is the population growth of Lagos. You can call it immigration from other parts of Nigeria coming into Lagos, the urbanization of Lagos as well, more houses, more drainage, construction of buildings, roads and other infrastructure outpaces the development of proper drainage systems. So as you're increasing or you're urbanizing, you also have to have your drainage that is at par. If not, this flooding will continue to happen. Now, that now takes me back to urban planning. So when you have a city that is increasing in mass, you have to ensure that the urban planning is adequate and is commensurate with the drainage systems. We also have lack of green spaces in Lagos. And I'm talking about Lagos specifically because that's where the floods happen. Now, we have a lack of green spaces to absorb rainwater, and this contributes to the problem. Now, I talked about Third Mainland Bridge, but today particularly Oshodi and Lekki were flooded. Both lie in low-lying coastal regions. Now, this geographical location makes it naturally prone to flooding, especially during high tides and heavy rainfall as we find ourselves in now during the rainy season. Now, another reason is the rising sea levels. Lagos is vulnerable to rising sea levels due to its coastal location. As sea levels rise, the likelihood of flooding increases as well, particularly in places like Lekki, but also on the mainland. But Lekki, because it's closer to the shoreland. Stay with me. Land reclamation. Now, we have land reclamation projects, particularly in areas like Lekki. You know, Lekki at one point you constantly have to pour sand fill. Those are the things that need to be done to reclaim land. Now, what happens is you're solving one problem by reclaiming land to build in places that usually have just water, right? Now you have done land reclamation projects. You've altered the natural water flow patterns. These projects now disrupt the natural drainage channels of where the water flows. It leads to waterlogging, and it also leads to flooding, right? Now, one last factor, our buildings, right? Do we construct all our buildings with the right building codes and regulations? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Now, these illegal structures, I know LASG has been doing a lot. I mean, over the last few months, you would have heard about a lot of buildings being taken down because of illegal structures that were built on drainage paths. So yes, I know, people have spent money, people have invested, but if those buildings were not constructed on those channels, that would also help the issue. We have a lot of illegal structures that are obstructing natural waterways and drainage paths. This causes water to accumulate in residential and commercial areas. So I've talked about the factors, I've talked about the things that contribute to why we have flooding in Lagos. What are the recommendations and the solutions? I talked about urban planning earlier on. We need to implement better urban planning practices. We need to integrate more green spaces, parks, etc. And then surfaces that can absorb the rainwater when it flows. Waste management, very, very critical, right? Our waste management systems need to be enhanced with global standards to prevent the clogging of drains with refuse. Enforcement of regulations that I mentioned earlier. We need to strictly enforce building regulations to ensure compliance with proper drainage and flood prevention measures. Now, last but not the least, we need to also develop and implement strategies to mitigate the impacts of climate change, such as constructing flood barriers and improving early warning systems, so that we know we can say, okay, we have an early warning system that is going to tell us how much rainfall is going to fall. Yes, they're not 100% accurate, but it kind of like sometimes gives you that indication and what to do, what your mitigating factors are to limit because anytime this thing happens, people can't leave their houses to go to work. People are stranded. Shops, businesses, it's just the whole city is just a mess, right? So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and share this to as many people as possible, and I'll see you in the next one.